Hey everybody, welcome back to the garden. So last year I did a quick video on plants that thrive in shade, and edible plants that is, plants that produce food. And this one is called the Evergreen Huckleberry. I wanted to show you that this year looks like it's flowering. There's tiny flowers on it. Cool looking, aren't they? It's in the blueberry family, the Heath family, I think it's called. So yeah, this is looking good. It is, let's see, I think it's April 11th or 12th today. What do we got over here? We've got currants. They're just starting to come out. Molly took those and just stuck them in the ground. We're making a little hedge over here. There's another currant. Look at that, from last year, stuck it in the ground. It's already flowering. Amazing. So this spot is the front yard. Well, it's half of the front yard. And we're calling this the blueberry spiral. Got blueberries that go all the way around this edge of this wood chip bed here. And they're under, this is a spruce tree. So, you know, casts pretty deep shade. And then over here, we've got two black locust trees, actually three. There's one over here. And they haven't leafed out yet. See, they're still pretty bare. They'll cast a decent amount of shade. So like, from here over, it gets pretty shady. This half, well, I guess this part of the circle gets, you know, dappled shade because of the locust trees. And these are just regular high bush blueberries that are coming back in the leaf. Here's another currant. Got over here comfrey. Sage over here. And here's the walkway. It's getting kind of crowded. I need to do some little weeding here. Thin this stuff out. I'm not even sure what this is. I'm not very good with ornamentals. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. So if anybody knows, please comment. Here's another high bush cranberry. Or not high bush cranberry, sorry, that's in a different spot. High bush blueberry. What else we got? Oh, this is neat. I just put this in last year. This is an Evergreen Blueberry. Although we got some pretty cold snaps that came through recently, so it's currently not evergreen. It has some pretty flowers on it. I think they're kind of like a light pink. Yeah, it's coming back into leaf. Here's what it looked like before the leaves fell off. Let's see if I can get a better angle here. The sun's kind of pretty bright. So they were evergreen, and then they turned kind of a reddish color, and then they fell off. But it's coming back, and it looks like it's flowering as well. So hopefully the bees stop by and give us some blueberries. And then continuing on the walk here, this is a hazelnut. I did a power job on it. Cut all those off. Did a video about that, about making your own poles for your garden. So this year, once it gets going, it's going to shoot right up, and then we'll cut it again in the fall. This was here. I don't know if it's a clumping or a running type bamboo. I don't know. It seems to be mostly under control at the moment. So everybody knows. So if this is a runner type, we'll find out pretty soon. It'll just take off. In which case I'll probably take it out because I don't want runners over here. If it's a clumper, that's fine. What else we've got? Got another blueberry coming back out. Another blueberry here. This is a blue elderberry. It's getting humongous. I mean, it's already probably, I don't know, 15, 20 feet. It's pretty big. This is a gumi, and then there's a comfrey underneath all of this, but it hasn't come out yet. Another currant here. They're just fun to propagate. You just stick them in the ground. Very easy. Another currant here. I had a banana tree here. I had hopes that it would overwinter, but I mean, you can see it, it's toast. What else? Continuing around here, another Evergreen Huckleberry. This one looks like it took some damage over the winter. It's kind of surprising because these are native to here. I don't know what happened. A couple of the leaves got burned up. There we go. Yeah, this looks like this one's flowering too. Get in there. Nice. I'm looking forward to some huckleberries. When I bought these from One Green World, they had a couple huckleberries on there. Tasted it, I was like, oh, these are fantastic. And I put it in the ground, and it didn't fruit again. It didn't flower again. David the Good has a joke about this. It's like, I think he said when they're in pots, they're like, oh, I need to flower. I'm gonna die soon. And then you put them in the ground, they're like, oh, I think I'm gonna get my master's degree. I'm just gonna hang out. That's kind of what they're doing. They're gonna grow and grow and grow. But it looks like they're coming back into flowering, which is good. Yeah, I like these huckleberries. So these are the evergreen ones. I actually have, oh, this blueberry over here is flowering. This looks nice. And then over in the corner here, I'll walk around, there's a black huckleberry. And I read on Burnt Ridge Nursery's website, they said the black huckleberries are really hard to propagate. They are right. I put 3 of them in the ground. There's more currants, more currants, more currants, more currants. They love the shade. I put 3 black huckleberries in the ground. 2 of them died. I don't know why, but let's see if I can get this to focus. See this right here? This is coming right back to life, slowly, just barely hanging in there. They're an interesting plant. I don't know. They're called mountain huckleberries. It says they're drought tolerant. Yeah, they were pretty hard to establish. 2 of them died. 1 of them made it. They're supposed to taste really good, although I've never tried them before. They are also native to here, but at a higher elevation. So this is kind of, since we're in the valley here on the more or less ground level, I think we're at 150 feet elevation. This was pretty marginal. Or I mean, it was like, a risky thing to try. I figured, what the heck, you're gonna try stuff. Some's gonna work, some of it isn't. Whatever. That's part of the fun, right? More currants, more currants. So once these locust trees come into leaf, which probably, it looks like they're starting. It's gonna get pretty shady over here, and then all this stuff is gonna be shaded out. This will be, pretty deep shade. But currants actually, they don't mind deep shade. They actually like it. And if you can see back in here, it's kind of hard to see. There's a gooseberry back here. Actually, it's doing pretty good. I thought I wasn't going to make it, but it looks like it's fine now. They're actually pretty tough. So I'll take you around the corner to the backyard, and I'll show you some of the shade tolerant edibles back there that are doing well. Hang tight. Alright, hey, welcome back. So, in the backyard, a couple things to show you. This is a Paw Paw. It's actually got a few flowers on it. Nice. Unfortunately, none of the other Paw Paws have flowers on them, so I don't know what's going on. But these things supposedly love the shade. They're doing pretty good. They are growing very slowly though. I'd say this is about, this is the tallest one, maybe like 4 feet, give or take. I think it's been here at least 3 years. Gooseberries, and this is on the north side of the house, so this is most definitely deep shade. Another currant. Well, he just stuck it in the ground over the winter, and it's already flowering. They're pretty fun. Very easy to propagate. Just cut the tops off and just push them in the ground. These are autumn olives. I got these as seedlings from Burnt Ridge, and they can tolerate fairly deep shade. I wouldn't say they like it. This one, in the most amount of shade, is a bit leggy. It's stretching and wants more sunlight. I mean, it's hanging in there. It hasn't died. There's another Paw Paw here. And if I swing you around, there's a Paw Paw here with an autumn olive, Paw Paw, currant, autumn olive, Paw Paw, comfrey. We like to do some patterns. This year in the Northwest was a La Nina year, and if you're familiar with the El Nino La Nina cycle, you probably know that this has been a pretty cold year. I did this video, I think 2 or 3 weeks after the one I did last year, and they were already, all these things were leafed out, so significant delay compared to last year. There's another currant, and then over here is some fun stuff. If you've ever been hiking in the Pacific Northwest, you've probably seen these before. These are called Stolol, and they love the shade, and they just take over. This is what they look like. I don't think any of them, I mean, they're still pretty small. None of them have flowered yet. But they're doing okay. They're hanging in there. I started 4. One of them died. So I got 1, 2, 3. And then what else have we got back here that like shade? A couple things. Got, these are high bush cranberries. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. They have an interesting looking leaf. They kind of look like a maple. Pretty cool. I also got these as seedlings from Burnt Ridge Nursery, and it was pretty touch and go the first, I'd say, 2 years, but they're looking pretty good now. The reason it's tough to get things to establish here in outside of Portland is because it tends to dry out here like, I don't know, about May, maybe June, usually June, and then it starts raining in September, so I mean, you put stuff in, you know, everybody wants to plant things in the spring, you put things in and boom, it's no longer raining, so now you gotta water everything over the whole summer. That's a pain to deal with, so yeah, there's all my edibles that thrive in the shade. I'm hoping to find some more because we've got, you know, pretty big space here. It'd be nice to fill this in. Everybody's got those niches in their garden that are shady. They don't know what to plant there. If you're in the Northwest, try some of these things. They're pretty tough once they get established. And these Stolol will spread. Evergreen Huckleberries will do the same thing, they'll spread. And then you'll have a nice, you know, edible landscape that doesn't need tons of sun. Alright, happy gardening.